I got no report on Freddie. Left the game. No more tomorrow. Ideally, he'll start tomorrow.
Mike, it's not so long since you said there'd be pain, and there's a lot of excitement tonight in Toronto. What do you feel?
Well, I mean, I'm proud of the guys. I'm excited for the guys. They've done a real good job. I told the coaches at the start of the year if we got in, it was going to be tomorrow in game 82. And I thought it would be like this. You'd have to really crawl in at the end. So we got in one game ahead of schedule. But to be honest with you, I didn't know the kids could be this good. We still show our inexperience. I thought we started real good. I thought we were on it good. And then as soon as something goes wrong, we're tight again. And, got in our own way for a bit. But a real big win for our team, obviously. I thought Mac made some big saves down the stretch. Especially on Crosby there, and a good win for our city and for our loyal fan base. And I think for them, as much as getting in the playoffs is important for them, as they see the future as an opportunity to have a chance to be a good team. And you look at a team like Tampa. Tampa's got all those injuries, and they're deep enough to still play. If we had those injuries, we wouldn't have a sniff, and ideally in a couple of years from now, we'll be good enough to get in even if we have injuries.
Was the message in the second intermission any different moving forward?
Just let's play. Let's play. We're a good team. Let's play and do what we do and go after them. So, I think we'll be better tomorrow, to be honest with you, just because even though it's back-to-back, and that is just because our guys will be looser again. And when you're a good pro and you've been around a long time and you get used to winning, the big games make you better. And when you're a kid, the big games sometimes make you nervous.
Was Freddie pulled as a precaution?
I told you there's no report. They don't tell me either.
So what were you thinking on the bench at that point?
Let's not let them out of their zone. But I thought Mac did a good job. Mac's been good. I mean, I thought Mac had to make some big saves there at the end. He wasn't called on to make a ton, but he was called on to make big ones, and sometimes that's tougher. In a big game, that's important to our players and our team, but our city as well. And, I don't care. I wouldn't talk about it before, but that's a big deal for these kids. They live on these little things here, and they know what everyone thinks and how excited everyone was. No one's talked to me in my building since I moved here for 2 years. People have been just talking to me every single second for the last week, so must be a big deal.
Tomorrow's game still has an impact.
Sure it does.
How are you approaching it?
Yeah, we're going to try to win the game. I mean, it's important for us. It makes no difference in their life, but we got to come out and play right and get prepared and play as hard as we possibly can. They had a back-to-back too. I know it's different than ours, obviously, just because they've been probably sitting having dinner watching the game, but it's still a back-to-back, and so we'll prepare and play hard.
Coach Austin Matthews on his 40th today. How do you put into perspective what he's accomplished this year?
Obviously he's a good player. I mean, we have a number of good players. I thought William Nylander was fantastic tonight, really played well. So we had a lot of good players, and Hyman and Brown, and I mean, Zaitsev. You go through the whole group, we got lots of good rookies, but obviously he's a special talent. But more important than that, he's a special person, and that's going to allow him to be a real leader because he does it right every day. And in the end, that'll allow him to drive a franchise and allow it to win. So I think he's a real good player and a real good man and has a chance to be special.
At any point tonight, did you sense that momentary doubt you said might arrive on a night like this?
Well, we talked about that a number of times on the bench. Just settle down and play. Just settle down and play. There's no reason not to, and yet, going into the game just because of the way their lineup was, the kids that are called up, they're going to work. Like, they're flat out going to work, and sometimes it's better to play all the guys that are playing because those guys don't want to get bumped into. They don't want to get hurt for the playoffs. So, but we knew. I mean, I've been on that other side a whole bunch. Where you're trying not to get bumped into, and you're trying to win the game on a power play. It was a good win for our team, good win for our city. I'm excited for our guys. It's a great opportunity. We got a game tomorrow.